Good morning, welcome to the Cow Emporium. It's July 13th. Just going to give you a little garden update here. Hopefully it's not too windy, but if it's breezy, it's keeping the mosquitoes down. We've had lots of mosquitoes as of late. So, just in Annette's big garden, just taking a look at how everything's coming along. That's just recently seeded down to dill and some beets and tomatoes. You can see our wall of sunflowers is starting to get some size. And she's got her tomatoes staked, a bunch of beets, growing great guns. Just harvested some cilantro this morning for some garden boxes. Annette doesn't like cilantro, but I love it, so we always fight over the cilantro. Some lavender getting some size. Lettuce, short row, we're going to start some more. It's really good now, but it's getting near the end. Some more sunflowers for microgreens. Beans. Our peas. They're blooming, but we don't have any pods on them yet. And there's the beans that got all beat up by the wind that have come back. First sowing. And that's our last sowing of radishes there. Just a quick shot of the sister-in-law's garden, her potatoes. They were a few weeks behind ours. And got some corn and beans coming. Nice rows of beets, carrots. Looking good. We had lots of rain a couple weeks ago, but guys are cutting hay now, so we don't want to, we'd rather water than have rain right now. And a shot of the potatoes. We just harvested our first potatoes this past weekend, the fingerlings, and we had some reds and made some cream potatoes for dinner. That was really nice. Probably have some purples that are ready. They're just starting to bloom now. Curious spinach is about done this batch anyways. So these are the Walla Walla onions that she started from seed. They really started to get some size on them now. First row of carrots, first seeding of carrots, sorry, they're starting to get some size on them. Had some purple carrots, some kind of a mixture here. This little, I don't know, there was about 3 feet or so here. They just kind of all got hairy and woody, but the rest of them are really nice. Got some really nice white carrots. They're, oh, as big around as your thumb and 8 inches long, I guess. Step over the bed. Still have flea beetles, you can see whatever's eating those. And here's our wasabi radish that we've left go to seed. Flowers are finally making seed pods there or something, I guess. Yeah. And I can see there's flea beetles there. They're not all gone. But it's big enough it isn't going to matter. Parsnips. We pulled all the radishes out. We put this down to carrots a couple weeks ago, and they're just coming up now. I got the hose set up, and I'll turn the water on this later on this morning. Parsnips, did I say that? Those are parsnips. Kind of spotty germination on them, but there'll be lots of parsnips. It's our first, we seeded dill in succession every 3 weeks, kind of behind the carrots, so this is the first bunch of dill. We had a couple squash that didn't come, so we took that area and turned it into just a couple of beds here. This one we just seeded a few days ago and watered down. These beans, I guess these beans are in a 3-row and not a 2-row, but we'll work with that. And baby beets coming. This is a very we're almost done our very last seeding. We're not going to seed anything past about the 15th of July, I think. Seems like we seeded some carrots on the 15th of July last year, and we got some nice little carrots out of it, but that's about as late as we wanted to seed that stuff. There's a row of corn. And a few squash that are probably going to take off. Kind of odds and ends in here. Tomatoes, cucumbers, and then we had to reseed some cucumbers. We had a kind that didn't come, so they're coming up now. Just a quick look at our garden boxes. There's just too many things going on in here to mention. Looks like they could use a drink. Asparagus is got lots of pods coming on it. Strawberry bed. A couple different kinds of strawberries here. These little guys here, I started them last year from, well, they were bare root, and then I took some daughters off them, and they must be a different kind because they're not producing nearly as well as these other kind. They're ever bearing, but anyways, these got lots of flowers and stuff forming on them and not as many runners, but we still haven't had any strawberries come off them. Although they are coming, they're forming, but oh, we got one there. Right next to the ladybug. Birds have been into it a little bit. We'll have to cover it if we want to get any strawberries, but I don't know. I would really like to grow strawberries, but I have trouble growing them. We'll get it figured out one day. That's a 2-year-old rhubarb plant. And these are our raspberries. Just started these last year, so might get a couple berries off them, but they're not going to produce a whole bunch this year. And kind of weedy back in here. Garlic, onions, just a few peas. It's dry. Need to get this watered back in here, I guess. Just on the north side of the greenhouse, got a few Saskatoons that we got on sale to fill in some of the holes in the yard. These are raspberries that were escapees from the raspberry patch, so I potted them and I'll try and get them going and do something with them, I don't know. Just a shot of what the inside of the greenhouse looks like right now. Had a week of good hot weather, so things have really come along. Well, I guess that about wraps it up. Thanks for watching.